What is up, everybody? It is your girl, the real Mrs. J. Oh God, I look so like ashy. But I'm telling you, when you be at work and you wearing that mask all day, bruh, I'm telling you, it is like the worst on your skin. But anyway, what have you guys been up to? I've literally been trying to get myself together. I don't know if you guys know that we had a snowstorm on Monday. And I was on vacation for like a week and a half before that. So I just went back to work yesterday, y'all. And I work today. And like, I'm exhausted. This work is for the birds. For the bizzards. I don't even know why I'm exhausted, y'all. I think it's just from me getting up so early, and I got used to sleeping as long as I wanted to, which still isn't very long, because if I sleep past 8 o'clock, Lord have mercy, something is wrong, because this body gets up at between about 7 o'clock. I sleep 7 o'clock the latest, y'all, because I'm so used to getting up early. But anyway, y'all, all praises to the Most High that we're starting out this year on a good foot. And that being that I go to my job because it is my decision to go, and not because I have to. And I say all praises to the Most High for that. And Lord willing, if things go the way we planned, I'm going to be so busy with my own business that I'm not even going to have to worry about, I'm not even going to be thinking about it in the first place, because that was the plan, right? That was the plan. But you guys, let me tell y'all something. Let me explain something to y'all. You have to be careful what you ask for. And that is, when I say be careful what you ask for, just be careful what you ask for. I've been saying I wanted peace in my life, peace in my life, peace in my life. And when I tell y'all my phone is dry, my phone is dry. I don't know what, like, I haven't heard from anybody. And the only people that I really hear from, like, my phone rings, is when it's my sister calling me or my brother calling me or my husband and kids. Other than that, outside of my family, I don't hear or talk to anybody. I mean, I talk to one person. And sometimes it makes me feel sad, because I had like so many people in my life at one time that I was dealing with. And so, it was my choice and my decision that I didn't want to, not that I didn't want to deal with them or I didn't like them. I just decided to distance myself, because it was so much drama that I had to, it was either distance yourself or be caught up in the drama and be stressed out forever. And so I chose to distance myself. Not only me, but my husband also chose to distance himself as well. And I guess this can be like a story time. I mean, what is this, 4 minutes? I got about 5 more minutes to break all this stuff down to y'all. So I won't go over the time. But listen, so I was a part of this group and this congregation, and a lot of y'all know that I'm a Hebrew Israelite, right? And let me just get something straight with it. Don't put me, I'm not guilty of by association. Don't put me in these groups when you have folks that's like out here acting a damn fool. That's not me. That's not who I am. I don't hate anybody. Let me make that clear. I don't hate anybody. I don't have a hate bone in my body. And, to me, it's like, And what I teach my kids is like, you know who you are, and you know who everybody else is, and you just move accordingly. You feel what I'm saying? If somebody does something or says something that's, you know, that's racially motivated or whatever, then I just want my kids to understand and know that that's the nature of the beast. And it's not what somebody calls you, it's what you answer to. So with that being said, I was with this group, and you know, everything was all good in the beginning. You know, it was just a lot of love, a lot of love and trust. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry about that. It was a lot of love and a lot of trust. And when I first started, you know, going to this with this group, the love was so real. You guys, listen. When you go somewhere, have y'all ever been to church and everybody throw their pocketbook down and stuff, or put their stuff down when they come in the door, and that's where your stuff stays? Nobody messes with your stuff. Nobody goes in your stuff. Nobody steals from you. You don't have to worry about any of those things, because you know that these people fear God. You feel what I'm saying? And they're not going to do that. And that's how it was in the very beginning. And I was happy. My husband was happy. We were happy. You know, our kids were happy. You know, it was all good in the beginning. Somewhere along the lines, or somewhere, you know, during the course of this, it turned into something that was not as beautiful anymore. It became stressful. And see, I'm not gonna say any, I can't quote the scripture verbatim, but I know that the scriptures tell us that, you know, that we are to keep the commandments and that they're not grievous. So if you're doing something and it becomes grievous to you, it's no longer of the Lord. It's of something else at this point. And so anyway, so, you know, things started happening, and, you know, you can see these little telltale signs, and, you know, next thing you know, you can't do this on social media. You can't do that on social media. Somebody's watching your page. You know, people watching your every move. You don't know who you can confide in, because this person might go back and tell the leadership, and then that may cause problems, and it can cause problems in your household. And anybody that y'all may know that is an Israelite and have dealt with groups, a lot of people can tell y'all the same stories. A lot of people can tell y'all the same testimonies of what they've been through. And with me, it was basically, I saw a lot of things that I didn't like. I'll put it to y'all that way. I'm not going to go into specifics. Maybe one day when I get up the nerve, I'll tell you guys everything. But right now, I just don't want to do that. And so anyway, I just made the decision, which I had discussed it with my husband, that one day I didn't want to go back. And I didn't. That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you guys. So out of all of those people, I don't talk to one. I don't talk to not one person. Maybe I take that back. 2 people, but they're no longer. One left. Well, both of them actually left. But I don't talk to anybody anymore. And you know, now that I'm on the outside looking in, I really see a lot of things, but I'm just not gonna speak on it. But at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, the whole group ended up splitting up. Group of people went this place, group of people went that place, some people stayed. To me, it's just a whole big mess. And the way everybody treats one another is so sad. It's sad and it's sick. And for me, it's just not of the Most High. It's not. Because we're commanded to love one another. regardless. We're supposed to love one another. And what I see is a lot of pride. Mainly, what I see is a lot of pride. But I asked the Most High for peace, and He's giving me that peace, and He's still working on that inner peace, because when something has been drilled in your head for so long, you know, you have to, the same way it was washed on your brain, you have to now cleanse it and unwash it, pretty much. Do I still believe? Hell yeah, I still believe. And I'm always gonna believe that that's who I am. I don't care what nobody says. I know what those scriptures say. But will I get with another group? Probably not. Probably not, y'all. So I don't ever want to feel like that again. And I don't want my kids to feel like that. That's like one of the main things is my children. Because I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. Cult. Straight cult. So when something is turning into a situation like that, where it's starting to feel cultish and I'm starting to feel controlled, I'm out of there. I'm the hell up out of there. And I will take my kids up out of there by any means necessary. Because I don't want my kids to grow up the way I did. I want my kids to grow up and know that they have a place, like that they can do whatever they want to do, because we can do whatever we want to do through Christ that strengthens us to do so. And if cooking and sewing and keeping house is your thing, then all praises, that's your thing. But some of us don't want to just sit in the house and cook and clean. Some of us want to go out and help people. Some of us, you know, it takes a whole nation of people. It takes the man and the woman for the whole nation to sustain itself in one way or another. You feel what I'm saying? Whether a woman gets her education to the point where she is now in a position that she's able to do something for her people and uplift her people, and there is nothing wrong with that. And so that's something that I want my kids to always, my daughters to always know and believe, and to believe in themselves, and to believe that the Most High loves them, and that the Most High wants the best for them. And I've seen some things, y'all. I've seen some things, and one day I'm gonna start doing some story times. I'm gonna start doing some story times, y'all. I'm gonna blow y'all freaking socks off. I will blow y'all socks off. Trust me. But anyway, you guys. So all praise to the Most High. I'm at that place of peace. And even though my phone is dry, guess what? Me and my husband good. Me and my kids is good. Our bills is paid. Our business is good. Both of them. Our businesses are good. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. It is like too much going on right now for me to even entangle myself in anything else. And you know what, y'all? I'm telling y'all, for y'all young people who have not yet reached your 40s, because in your 30s, I'm going to tell you like this. In the 20s is your mess up years, okay? 20s is the years that you party, you go through jobs, you muck up in your 20s, right? Then when you get to your 30s, that light bulb goes off. And then you start to realize, hey, I need to buckle down because I need to get myself together, right? Because I'm not getting any younger. Your 40s, that's when you're working and you start accumulating things. You have your home now. You're accumulating, all the things. You starting, you got your nice little nest egg saved. In case anything happens, you become more responsible when you hit your 40s. You know what you want, you know what you're dealing with, you know what you're not dealing with, you know all of that. And then in the 50s, those is your main working years, the last bit of, when you still got some of that youth and you're able to really work hard. And then in the 60s, that's when you start to slow down. That's when you start focusing on retirement because you only got a few years, left. And then you can enjoy your life and you're set and you're good. And that's exactly how things are supposed to work. They don't always work that way, but that's just a synopsis from the real Mrs. J of what you should look forward to. So I'm in my late 40s. I'm at that time where I'm in that stage of accumulating things and trying to stay focused and get things popping, because I got kids and I don't want my kids to want for nothing when I leave this place. And that's that's what our mindset's supposed to be like. So all that other extra stuff, I thank the Most High for that piece. I thank the Most High for that. And so anyway, so that's all. I'm just rambling on this video, but I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.